How's it? Today is August 13th. It's Friday. It's just another big Friday. Today I'm going for a few singles of both the snatch and the clean and jerk at 205 and 270. This is sort of getting into the realm of weights that I know I can do and I'm capable of doing, but execution tends to fall apart at these weights. I know I'm capable of doing much more for both of them. 205 pounds is 25 pounds less than my best snatch. So doing three singles here shouldn't be an issue. But today it was an issue. I failed one of my snatches and then I failed two jerks for my clean jerks today. So that is not fun for me. I think for the last couple of Fridays, I've been saying that my technique has been looking better and better, but today did not follow that. Today it felt like my technique took a step back. I felt like I wasn't strong. It felt like I wasn't quick. It felt like I wasn't snappy. Um, Normally I wouldn't say I'm a snappy lifter in itself, but today just felt even worse than normal. And I do think it's probably because last week I had Wednesday and Thursday off from work. So the Thursday resting, like complete resting, right before Friday's lifting, it does have an impact on me. I didn't think it would be too large of an impact, but I can't point to any other reason as to why today was so difficult for me. Um, and so yeah, this week I had to work yesterday and the day before that, and then I'm also working tonight. So that's some things to think about, right? As far as like training volume and where my intensity lies. You can see there, I barely even caught that, and it sort of just I snuck under it. This one was okay, but I'm not getting the typical height and sort of extension that I normally can get. You see there, it sort of I ending up throwing my hips a little bit more than I usually do, and just relying on being quick to get under the bar, and that's not something I want to practice. It's something that I have a habit built up, but it definitely is something that I don't like, because at a certain point you can only get the bar high enough to sneak under it quick enough, if that makes sense. So in order to lift heavier weights, you're going to need to get the bar higher, because you can only be so quick, and if you need a requisite amount of height, and if you don't have that amount of height, no amount of quickness will ever be able to overcome that. So I need to get more height and I need to extend harder. Maintaining quickness is fine. It's just if I sacrifice quickness or sacrifice height for quickness, then I'm in trouble, and I don't want to be in trouble. So that's my quick warm up for my clean jerks today. I probably should stop doing that just so that I can be a little bit more rested and figure out what I need to work on as far as warm ups go. But today, you know, me dilly dallying and everything, that's a press out. 100% a press out. But today's that dilly dallying doesn't help with any of those things. So my cleans today were not the greatest. Um, in general, I I knew I was gonna have trouble with this jerk, but because I already got it up to my shoulders, I knew I needed to try. I didn't want to not try, just I didn't want to give up just for the sake of it being like, oh, it's just gonna be I'm gonna miss this lift, right? Because those are the times when you need to rely on your technique a little bit more, and those are the times when you actually challenge yourself to be better, to become better in the moment. These cleans are all just not good. Just Opala Nui. And I'm tending to throw my hips. If you stop the video and watch where I actually get everything, catch the bar especially, I'm catching the bar well above parallel. It's just I'm unable to fixate the bar on my shoulders, and so it looks like I'm dying. And it doesn't just look like I'm dying. I am dying. Um, and I think timing is an issue. That was a pretty solid jerk given how bad that clean was. I think timing is an issue. Timing was an issue on Wednesday, so if today is any sort of extension of Wednesday, then it's expected for me to have timing issues today. I mean, it's not a good expectation, but as far as training goes, like consistency in training, that is one of the things I always talk about. Um, so after that, I did my front squats, just 3 sets of 3 at 285. The goal overall for this whole training cycle is to be squatting 3 sets of 3 at like 150. That's my goal, clean and jerk. So I should be able to handle that pretty easily, right? So we'll see how far I can get. And basically, at this point in the workout, I realized this is where I was feeling extremely slow, weak, not snappy at all. And then I sort of reflected about why that was happening. Because I did have a lot of sleep, I did eat a lot, and so it's probably honestly just the amount of walking I did yesterday from work. And that's not something I usually think about when I'm thinking about like my performance in the gym because it doesn't usually affect it too much. Yes, it does make me tired here and there, but it doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't make me miss lifts like today. So it's always something that's going to be on my mind moving forward forever. After that, I did some pull-ups and then my fun Lu Xiaojun plank exercise or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, today was a learning experience as far as that training volume that I was talking about. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.